I'm running a little late. I bought Bok Choy. This is Bok Choy right here. This is what it looks like. A nice man taught me how to make this. He said, this is how my wife makes it. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I was taught. Well, we're going to have to cut the stem off back here, the root where it's hooked up. And you have to rinse these to get the dirt off of each one of these, and then we're going to chop them up. So I hope all of you had a lovely weekend. We're having leftovers today, so I'm using the bok choy to go with the leftover chicken that we had. We had a roast chicken that my son created a recipe that he was very happy with, and my other son learned to make a chicken casserole. And because it's in my head, he said, like my other son said, would you please write these down so we can remember these things? So I'm going to have to buy some paper to go into my cookbook, recipe paper, and write them down so they'll have them always. You never know. You know, it's always like that. But bok choy has a nice flavor to it. It's crunchy, especially the stems. They really come across very, very nicely. I know nobody heard from me. I can understand that. But I'm just rinsing them off before we get them done. But they're really nice and crunchy, so they're really great to have. Good morning. I see you're coming on. I know I'm running late, always. I had both my sons up, and both of them wanted to talk, so it was very difficult to do anything because they were doing that. Okay, I'll turn you down for this bok choy. This is the vegetable we're having. But I have so many leftovers, it doesn't even make sense not to have leftovers today. These have such a nice flavor to them. They crunch, and they're really nice. But when I go to stores, like I used to shop at Balducci's, they'd come in with new stuff, and I would ask them, what is this? Because I don't know it. And that's how I learned, by asking questions of people. And people, especially if you have a good fruit and vegetable stand. We used to have stands. We didn't go to the grocery store to pick up fruit and vegetables. And that's how I learned. Just asked a lot of questions. And if you don't know how to cook it, they are more than willing to help you. I asked my girlfriend one, and she said, now, Sandy, she made fun of this. We were laughing. She said, now, you know I don't know that because it's not black food. It's not soul food. We both started laughing. And then she said, I know what it is, Sandy, here. You know, but we make fun and we joke around like that. Some people can't do it. We're having leftovers, but we're fixing bok choy as the vegetable for it today. As I'll show you. This is a roast chicken with alder that I have here. We have leftovers, so why not finish it up today, you know? That's how I see it. And this is all that's left from the chicken casserole from yesterday. You know, so we're just going to finish it up. But I don't have any vegetables. Now, they say bok choy is made. Thank you, Todd. And KKK. So that's what we're making. Cash, hi, and good morning. Now, they like making this with, he told me it goes excellent with garlic. I said, okay. He said, put a lot of garlic in. Okay, I could do that. Being Italian, yeah, I can put a lot of garlic in things. I'm pretty good at that. No, I was showing my son some dishes. Hi, David. Oh. So, now you want a real easy way to peel these. I love this. See how fast it comes off? Good morning. Now what you have to do is trim the tip right there where it was hooked up to the bowl. I was going to read, have any of you ever used grapeseed oil? Johnny, this isn't a game. And good morning, SSG. Okay. Well, that's an easy way of peeling garlic is crush it first a bit. Sometimes it goes easy, sometimes it doesn't. And you only have to cut the stem off, which makes it easy. Do any of you sing when you cook or hum? Good morning, Luna. Let me see. How do I do this? Hold on a minute. I'm going to try something. Okay. You're not going to help. Oh, that's where it's at. Okay. I was just checking something. I'm cooking vegetables, bok choy. Hi, cheeseburger. You must like cheeseburger. Bailey. Hi, Bailey. Let me get these peeled. We're not going to get anything done if I keep on reading all the messages. I cut my nails. This is ridiculous. I shouldn't have cut them. No, it's actually with leftovers today. We had roast chicken Saturday, and we had some of the chicken. I made a chicken casserole, working with my sons in the kitchen. That's why you didn't see. And I didn't want to tape it. So I said, you know, I could always make it again. Those recipes are up in my head. And my son was, my older son was experimenting in the kitchen, making a stuffing. Sosa, 1981. Oh, the rye English muffins. They're in the freezer as we're finishing up some old bread. But I made sourdough breadcrumbs, and we put it over the chicken casserole. It was nice. I was playing around, and my son's, as he was chopping, trying to keep up with me, and showing him how to make it more nutritious. But I know a lot of people. What's wrong, doctor? Dr. Impossible? Oh, shoot, I just lost the messages. Thank you, cheeseburger, sir. That's cute, 67. Chill out, bro. Well, I don't know what was going on. I seem to have missed part of the conversation, taking care of the garlic. All right. I'll show you how much garlic I have here. I only turned you up so I could read the message. I'm cooking bok choy. Dr. Pepper's made with prunes. At least it used to be. Heaven knows what they're using now in it. But we used to see what is it? Sprite. We used to see bits of lime and lemon, and then they started getting rid of it and using artificial stuff. Dr. Pepper was prune. I remember 7-Up was Sprite, I think was lemon lime. 7-Up was lemon with something else. Eats my routine. The only thing I put on my face is Natura Magic, Natura Magic, MAGIC. You can get it from Bar. You can also get it from Amazon. Bar is BAAR. It comes specifically, thank you, Luna. It comes directly from a reading from the ARE. So that's what I use. And I don't wear makeup except lipstick and oh, you like that? I love this little thing. It's got a little bee on it and all. It's so cute. My girlfriend Patricia and I were buying all of these that we found on the internet. She found the page and it was really nice. But that's what I use on my skin. I only wash my face twice a week. That is Wednesday and Sunday. That's the only time I wash my face. And I use castor oil soap. Not Castile, I'm talking castor oil soap. That's what I put on my face. And I put the oil on in the morning and in the evening. Now, if it's a hot day and sweaty outside and I'm showering more, my face gets washed more, but the oil goes on twice a day. And the oil is made up of olive oil, peanut oil, rose water, and lanolin. Thank you, Layla. Thank you, Derek, sir. Yes, I do. I wash it in the shower. Why? I've been using this lotion on my face since when I left home and I started using it. You're welcome, Layla, and eats. So that's what I do. People might not like it, but there's no reason not to wash your face. I don't put the makeup on. The only thing I wear is Color the World lipstick. I use that because it's natural and it supports things that I like. So when I buy a tube of it, some of the proceeds goes to either the veterans or the animals or Mother Earth or something. So I use that. No, I don't. Sir, if it's in the summer and it's hot, yes, I shower every day. Then my face will get washed. I said if it's hot, I will. In the winter, I cannot shower every day. I will be sick every day of my life. No, cereal is not a soup. So we are having, making bok choy to go with leftovers. I have to get my pot. Very easy dish to make. A lot of people don't try bok choy. Oh, thank you, Derek. No, it's not David. I'd like to agree with you, but no. Pink or brown what? Okay. Well, remember, men have a stronger odor than women. But you'll notice as you get older, the smell isn't as strong because the hormones aren't as strong. Believe it or not, you might not want to believe that, but it is. Yes, I have two. Huh? I am not accusing anybody of anything, okay? When you're at a hunting camp, you don't shower every day, even if it's hot, because you have no running water, no electricity, and no electric stove. You have candles or, oh shoot, what are those things where you light them up? Yeah. And you have to haul 2 pails. That was my job, to haul 2 pails of water to the house, and that was all the water we used. So if you want to know, the Cowboys bathe once a month. When we came home, we were happy to have the hot water, running water, turning all the lights on after being at the hunting camp. Hi, Paul. Rangel. Borch, isn't that a beet soup range? David, I'm going to cut you off if you continue being stupid. Okay, Layla. You take care. Hi, Paul. No, they don't. It's evident. I'm going to heat my pot up before I do this. That's what you're waiting for. Yes, I remember you, Paul. 360? What are the ingredients to the meal? We're doing bok choy. I have leftover chicken casserole and leftover roast chicken. So we're going to have that, and I'm serving it with bok choy. We also have leftover bulgur. So my whole meal today is leftovers, except the vegetable, and that's what I'm going to be doing now. It's starting to get warm now. Put some oil in your pan, because we're going to saute the garlic. What is the deal with the tunnels the Jews built? What? I'm widowed. Sorry, sir, I'm widowed. My husband died. Really, David? I just had my coffee. I want to get an espresso and show you all these lovely different ways of having coffee, but I need to come up with, I think, $200 for this pot. It's a little one. It's a nice one. It was on sale, but I'm sure the price went up by now. We'll wait for this to get a little hotter, and we're going to put the garlic in. Uh, it's going on 16 years. But that's my goal, is to get this coffee pot. I've got an actual cookbook that is nothing but coffees. And what we put in these coffees, I just read them. They have iced coffee, they have this coffee and that coffee. I have also a ice cream, a cookbook. I want to get into that this summer. Okay, we're going to saute these. Thank you. It's all right, and you. Hi, Paul. Sob? Yeah, my son bought me that one. He bought me 3. A smaller one than that, and then a big one that sits on top of the refrigerator. Now, when you saute garlic, you only saute it for 30 seconds, and you'll smell the garlic flavor. Then we're going to put all of this in there. We're going to toss it around. And as you can see, I don't use a lot of liquid in my vegetables, except that one sweet potato. I tried doing it, and I have to go back. Have you tried Vietnamese salted coffee? I think it's one of the recipes in the cookbook. Thank you, Johnny. That's why you only do it 30 seconds. If you listen to the chefs, they'll tell you when you're going to saute, you saute your vegetables, and the last 30 seconds you throw the garlic in, because that's how fast it moves. No, this is Bok Choy we're making. You're from the Philippines? Okay. Oh. Alright, we have this on high heat, and we're trying, we're actually pre-cooking this in a way. We're letting the oil and the garlic smell get into these, and you'll notice the greens are going to get darker green. That's what you want. And then we're going to add just a little water to this. That's right, I'm not dating. Okay. Thank you, Paul. Whatever, it's only 6 a.m. where I live, and I don't eat breakfast until 9. Okay. I'm sure you have coffee or tea. I'm just getting these greens, and you smell the garlic is coming into them very nicely. And you can see the color, how green it is. Leg? Okay. Well, this isn't cabbage, David. No, I am Italian. Yeah, that's what I'm doing today. All right, now it's nice and green. Now the object is not to add so much water or liquids to where you end up losing your nutrients, and because you're going to throw the water out. Rans? Okay. I did not know that. Thank you for telling me that Bok Choy is of the cabbage family. I did not know that. Thank you for telling me. Now the thing is you don't want a lot of water added to this, because if you do this, you drown and cook all the nutrients out. The thing is you're going to bring it to a boil. Okay, as soon as it comes to a boil. And I don't add salt because the salt's going to withdraw the nutrients. I want to hold the nutrients in. Thank you, Johnny. So you have to sit there and be aware of that. Now it's just starting to boil. I'll add salt after, but I don't add it while I'm cooking it. It's the recipe, except that one vegetable I have to do. All right, I'm going to turn this way down. And I added very little water, as you saw, just enough to coat the bottom, maybe this much. And then what I do is I'll check it periodically. I turn it down to simmer, and I'm going to let it continue cooking and absorbing that. Bok Choy's cooking. Thank you. David, don't be stupid. I'm not that stupid. Okay. So now we have to wait for the bok choy. Now, remember today is just leftovers, so that's all, and the fudge is going fast. I don't know if you saw the chocolate fudgy walnuts. It's really good. We're enjoying it. Good morning, Matthew, Bat, and Sir. No, bok choy is not bitter. No, not at all. It's a mild taste. Oh, I have not found a good goulash dish. I wish somebody had a good one. If you have it, I would love you to share it. Yes, I am. I'm on the northeast of America. Okay. You guys are really writing fast. Hi, Led. Ice. Random. Thank you. Maine? No, I'm in New York. My girlfriend's in Maine. Whatever. Okay. 305. Thank you. Ice. Okay. So we're just going to let this cook. The greens, you don't really check. It's going to be the stem that you're checking, the white part. 8:10 p.m. Yeah, you're way on the other side of Earth. What Food Network star do you hate? You want to get me in trouble? Now that will get me in trouble. Now you know that will get me in trouble. Yes, we were. Thank you, Feta. Whatever. Yeah, we were hit with a lot of snow, and it's not melting. We're hoping today it really starts. It's up there. I couldn't go in the backyard. It'd be up in my thighs. That's how high it is. Cook something Italian next time. Well, we'll see how we feel. Basic as you are cooking. Thank you, Big Ice. What is it? Okay, Paul, you can tell him to shut up. I'm not. Don't say what the number. Okay. My son is teaching me all these letters and stuff. You write what they mean. Fry hamburgers with corn, then mix it with chopped tomatoes and onions. Add salt and pepper with basics, and you are cooking. A lot of morons in here today. Sir, I get it all the time. Mine is 6:11 in the morning. You're an hour behind me. Okay. Lead? Basil? No, I'm not adding any basil. I'm just using garlic with this today. With the bok choy. You have to check it to make sure that you don't run out of fluid. But remember, it's also giving up fluid. That's why you don't put a lot in. And I use a little, and then what I can do is when we're done eating, I will take it and I will strain the liquid and put it in my stock and use it so I don't waste it. You're from Russia? It's hammer time? Okay, sir. Lead, goulash recipe, fry hamburgers with corn. the mixture with chopped tomatoes and onions. Okay. So goulash. I'm 8 years old and my birthday is February 26th. Oh, you're getting ready for a birthday. Happy birthday, pre-birthday, Paul. $5,000. No, that's not a $5,000 dono. Alaska. Darren, you're in Alaska? Because I can tell you right now, it says the money right up there at the top. Philippines, that's right, Paul. I'm in America, you're way over that way. Keep on going. Okay. David, are you going to keep up like this? Oh my goodness. Okay, Paul, you're in the night zone. I'm going to stab this, and we're going to find out if it's done. See how the knife goes through it so beautifully? That's how you know it's done. It has such a lovely smell. Okay. Have fun today. Stay warm. Okay? Yep. Bye. Woo! God, it's cold. Now, when I do the stems, when I have things like this in asparagus and stuff, I'll find a thick stem, I stab it, and I turn it, and if it splits, then I know it's done. Okay, Brandy, I'm fixing bok choy because we have leftovers. This Sunday coming up, I'm going to be doing a live, and it's going to be called Come Cook With Me. We're going to make butter biscuits. The videos I did last, I talked about it. Today, I'm going to make a special video. It'll tell you everything you need to get and the time that I'll be on, and that will help you. Some of the dishes will be simple to get you started in the kitchen so you have a better idea of how to do things, and we'll move to more complicated as I do this, but we're going to try doing lives cooking together. Okay. All right. So anyway, now the bok choy is done. Now I haven't salted it or anything. Hi, Lone. Gemma, I only speak English. Okay? Sorry about that. Okay. And because we did the garlic and the oil, you can see the bok choy gave up a lot of water, so you just have to put a little bit in. I know it's hitting the floor, right? But you can see the greens are beautiful. No, I didn't drop it on the floor. I thought I did. Okay, we'll add some salt to this, and that's it for this dish. Well, Brandy, we're going to be working on biscuits, and we will be doing rolls and stuff. But it's going to be live, and it's going to be, I want to put it at level 3, but right now I'm making it public. And what we're going to do is cook and learn why we do what we do in the cooking to make it easier for people so you won't be a failure, because a lot of women feel like they're a failure, which isn't good. I see this water is on the bottom. We'll eat this, and then I'll take that fluid and I'll strain it and I'll put it in my stocks. And that's it. That's how easy it is to be done. Now, some people like to put a tomato sauce with it, which you can do if you want. There's just different ways. Hi, Paula, you're back? Yeah, I use that. I'm not going to use the kelp on that. That'll mess that dish up. I don't understand what you're... Shoot, the message just went. I don't understand what you're talking about. I've never cooked it with bacon, but that's an idea. We could do it. I don't know where you're getting this money, leader. Ma'am, as a police officer of the law, you are required to... What? Your badge number? What is your... Excuse me. Are you talking about ICE agents? Look, people are going after their families and their children, so they're covering their face up and you can't see the badges and stuff. I understand that. And you protesters, you want to keep your mask on and not say who you are, but you want the police and the ICE agents exposed. No. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Okay? Think about that. But they're protecting their children and their wife because you will go after them. I think so. I'm not sure, Paul, but I think it is. Just the name alone, Bok Choy, would make me go there. Okay. So that's it. Basically, I'm just answering questions. I don't know what they're talking about. I'm not going to get involved in that. All right. But anyway, that's what we're having today. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, but I'll talk about Sunday. Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in America, because I'm in New York. I'm going to be showing you how to make butter biscuits. I see a lot of people sit there and they'll say you add this, but they never give you the amounts unless you pay for it. I'm not charging you for that. I'm going to give it to you free. I'll give you the exact measurements on how to make butter biscuits. And I'm going to tell you now what you need. You're going to need flour, salt, baking powder, and a stick of butter that's frozen. So put your butter in the freezer. You're going to need to put it there. So buy a pound of butter, unsalted, and stick it in the refrigerator. Now, if you want to make light whole wheat, buy some whole wheat flour. Keep it in the refrigerator or the freezer because it is a whole grain. It will go bad. The equipment you will need will be a liquid measuring cup with a spout, dry measuring cups, which are different. You'll need measuring spoons. You're going to need a pastry cutter. If you can't find a pastry cutter, you're going to have to use 2 knives to do this. We're going to need a grater. And you're also going to need a cutter. They're called pastry cutters. I'll show you. They're like this, all right? They come in designs and stuff. That's what you're going to need. You're also going to need milk as well. Okay, so let's see. And you're going to need milk. Let me see, pastry cutter is that. If you cannot find the cutters, you can take a tomato paste can, open both ends and clean it out. Dry, it's about the right size that you would need to make biscuits. You're going to need a baking sheet or a cookie sheet, all right? And I am going to be making light whole wheat, but for those of you who don't like light whole wheat, we're going to also, I'll show you how to make plain ones. And when we're done making them and they're done cooked, we'll sit there and we'll try these biscuits. Okay, and we'll see how they come out. Thank you, David. Those are nice compliments. Paul, I don't want to make anybody sad. I have to. There's nothing else other than talking because I did the bok choy. Everything else just has to be packed up. I've already had my coffee. Don't worry. Saturday, you'll know how to do them. No, I live on the outskirts of the metropolitan island. Well, the metropolitan area, really. Okay. 21st, 21st, no. Okay, Paul, I got the message. All right. So listen, now I'm going to have to go because I've got beds to make. Thermal, where you just finished making bok choy. Leftovers and bok choy. Yeah, so I'm going to be leaving and take care of what I have to take care of, and I want all of you to take care. Thank you. I don't think I'm going to be cooking for the rest of the day because when I have leftovers, I don't know. I went and bought, oh, I should tell you what I bought. It's not my 21 was a long time ago. I bought jumbo shrimps, really big ones. I want to cook those up. Yes, bok choy is not weed. Okay, listen, I'm going to let. Hi, Paul. Paul, I love shrimp. Yeah, I do too. Sounds, enjoy. Oh, death. Listen, I'm going. All right, so listen, all of you take care. Have a great day today, and we're going to be in a warm spell. We're going to be seeing 30 today. Okay? Okay, so all of you take care. Bye bye.